Welcome back to Revving with the Rev. Today we're spending the day at Decorex Africa and we're spending it with the Audi e-tron team, and we get to interview Tarryn Knight. How awesome is that? So let's enjoy the day, let's enjoy the cars, and let's enjoy the beautiful Decorex Africa 2022.
There are so many exciting possibilities that come with an electric power within a vehicle. It's the performance, that immediate acceleration, that torque that is available from the moment you put your foot down. That in itself is exciting enough. Cars are becoming digital devices. Just like everything else we use in our life, they are electronic. You don't have this, you don't power your phone with a generator, So why power your car with an engine? Let's go electric. So they're becoming digital devices.
I'm joined today by Tarryn, the marketing director at Audi, and I'd just like to get a background from you. What has it been like? How did you get into motoring?
How did I get into motoring personally? Wow, okay, so I've always been fascinated in terms of all things engineering, how things work, and wanted to be an engineer, but just was so passionate about marketing. So I decided to join a brand that was very close to my heart. And here I am 16 years later as head of marketing, product and PR for Audi South Africa.
And just the leading question to that is, how has your experience been with being a woman in motoring? I mean, I'm an engineer in the manufacturing sector, and it is quite tough considering how male-dominated it is. So I'm wondering what your experience has been being a woman in an automotive industry that is also very male-dominated.
Well, Phil, it's a great question. I have quite what I think is a unique perspective. I don't think of myself as a woman in the automotive industry. I think of myself as a professional in the automotive industry. I don't place the emphasis on my gender or my sex. I focus on my contribution. And I like people to give me credit for the work that I've done and the contribution that I make. When I come from that space, I tend to pay less attention to anything that may happen that may make it challenging for a female in this industry. And I believe that by doing so, I'm constantly pushing the future state that I want to be true. I live it today. And I believe that if more people lived that future state today, even in this space that we're talking about now, minorities in certain industries, we will create that future state.
I guess I wanted to know if Audi is planning on getting rid of all the ICE cars, or are we going to keep them for the markets that haven't yet transformed?
Well, a global commitment of Audi is that from 2026 onwards, every new car launch will be an all-electric car launch only, which means that from 2026 on, we're going to see a transition towards EV, which also means that we're going to keep ICE combustion engine cars for a period of years still ahead. So it's not that we're going to switch off the light and switch on the other light in one day. So it's going to be a transition period over the next, let's say from now on, probably 10 to 12 years. So it's going to still take a while until we see only electric cars in the portfolio. But you're right, eventually Audi is going to be an all-electric car company only.
That's awesome. We look forward to seeing it.
Thank you very much. Excited too.
Thank you.
Exactly how I view design. It must look great, but it must be functional too. So those two values for me aligned so perfectly that I felt that this was a partnership that could work. I design with people in mind, and with an EV vehicle, it is with people in mind, but also the user in mind, and ultimately the planet.